it's Richard here with Sherwood Motor Cars, and today we're out for a spin in our super sweet bright blue 69 Camaro. Now this one's not just any 69, this is a full Pro Touring build, LS swap, and this one's really got a great combination of parts that just work. It's got an all aluminum LS1 out of an actual Corvette, not some pickup truck motor. This one's got the real deal. Lots of chassis and suspension work, tubular arms, big brakes from Wilwood, and that combination of parts, it just works. This car is super smooth to drive, soaking up the bumps in the road, tracks nice and straight, brakes super confidently. This is a car you can get out and go fast and have fun with, but it's also a car, click it into overdrive and you can just eat the miles away and even get really strong fuel economy out of this car. So if you want to check a bunch of items on a checklist for a car and have something in a classic wrapper like this, it's going to be hard to beat this. It really has all the modern stuff. It's got vintage air integrated into the stock heater controls. They did the extra work to do an overdrive shift gate and overdrive shift plate with the stock horseshoe shifter. So you really get that 60s feel. It still feels like a 69 Camaro. It's got the 69 Camaro steering wheel that is just sort of plain, but fits this car so perfectly. Little bit of a splash with the paint, and then the other feature that's really neat in this car is it's got buckets in a rear seat from TMI. They're custom versions of stock seats. They suit the car, they fit great, they're nice and comfortable, and they add that little bit of Pro Touring style. As we come into this corner, you can see this chassis is cornering nice and flat, smooth, came to a slowed down super confidently, nice and straight. And again, we're going over kind of a choppy piece of road here. This car is absolutely just soaking these bumps up. Stable, happy, and when you get after it, it sure is fast. And it's a good example of when you take that time to put all these pieces together, it's not just an assembly, but it's a car that has to work. And this one certainly bears the mark of a car that's had that extra time spent on it. You know, little stuff. The pedal feel and the brake feel are matched very closely to one another. So as you move your foot back and forth, you don't have to think about, oh, you know, I really got to press on this hard, or I don't have to press on this soft. It's very natural. Anybody could hop into this car, slip it into gear, and take it for a drive. It's not an intimidating car to drive. It's not something where you have to have 5 different things in your head about weird behaviors that the car has, which can be kind of part of driving a custom hot rod around. You know, they often do have those weird quirks and those things that you have to manage their behavior on. But not this one. It just drives, and it really drives nice. This would be a great car if you wanted something that you could road trip across the country, take down on a big road trip, put thousands and thousands of miles on, smash bugs on the windshield, and drive it home again. It's sorted, it's serviceable just about anywhere. That's one of the great things about LS Power and you know, the GM automatic overdrive transmissions is that every parts store has stuff for it. You can look after it anywhere. But the reality is, these are motors that people put hundreds and hundreds of thousands of miles on in their daily driver vehicles, day after day, week after week. And it makes just smooth, full power and torque. Didn't really have the space to run this thing up too fast with the traffic today, but it's satisfying to drive. It has a nice mellow idle with just that right amount of exhaust noise, excellent off throttle response, smooth shifting in the transmission. For me, this is what I think of when I think of having an old car that drives like a new car. And make no mistake about it, this car drives so much better than if you took out like a really nicely restored original 69 Camaro, whether it's an SS or a Z28, it doesn't really matter. This car drives infinitely better. This is sort of the rose-colored glasses version of a 69 Camaro. It's what you wish those cars were really like, and it's got all the parts and all the work to make that happen. And again, here we are, we're kind of in a heavy traffic day, lots of people around us. We're not able to really wheel the car around too quickly, but the car is a pleasure to drive. I could absolutely commute in this car, drive it back and forth. It's comfortable, it's smooth, super trouble-free, worry-free piece. You don't have to worry about it getting hot or misbehaving.